How does this work? All right, cool. Well, hello everyone. My name is Søren Jørgensen, and I represent ITK, together with Anne-Marie and Mathilde and Johanna. Give a wave, please. We are a brand new team, we should say. We are only 3 weeks old. And that also means that to at least 2 or 3 of us, citizen science is still a relatively new topic. But we're here to just introduce ourselves mainly and give a couple of examples of how the department that we are now a part of has worked with the citizen science prior. We're mainly here to let you know who we are and to meet up afterwards to learn more about some of the projects you are working on, especially the projects that takes place here in Aarhus or somehow touches on some of the same topics. But thank you for having us, and thank you for very inspiring pitches so far. I see both Mathilde and Johanna and Marie scribbling down a lot of notes. I think they're very, very inspiring stuff being presented today. This is not to show you that we're a company doing logos, but more to tell you to show you what department we and how we are part of a certain department in the municipality of Aarhus. We're based down on Dokken as a part of Kultur- og Borgerservice, cultural and citizen services. Our main department is called ITK. But we are actually, Anne-Marie, Mathilde, Johanna and me, are Future Labs, but 3 weeks old, part of a city lab, which is the smart city lab of Aarhus. That's our aim, to be at the forefront of smart city development in Aarhus. So we are doing funding, project development, project management across different administrations in the municipality. And also trying to get new networks to operate within the municipality in different administrations. But ITK is much larger than just City Lab and Future Labs. We are 80-90 people working down there in a wide array of different ways of working with different digital services and solutions that is provided not only to Aarhus municipality but also covers nationwide libraries, communal libraries, and stuff like e-region, as you probably know, and we facilitate different agencies and a couple of secretariats that covers clusters of Danish municipalities. This is just to say that we could be interested in working in many different directions, both goose counting, but also art projects and stuff like that. In the City Lab that we also represent today, we have so far, it has existed for some of these examples for 2 or 3 years. We work with develop, but mainly testing and implementing smart city technology, and that is, as you know, data and robotics, AI, digital twinning in all of Aarhus. We do fun, small projects, weird projects, as the Skod-robot, which is up there, which is a machine-learned, programmed robot that supposedly should go around city and suck up cigarette butts. We've tested the waste shark, a boat going around in the inner harbor to pick up waste. And we are hopefully soon going to be working with a digital twin of Aarhus City. So we both do small projects and larger projects together with other administration and authorities within the municipality. We have our main experience so far in the area of environment and technical solutions. We work together with Teknologi and Miljø, which you probably know if you're a citizen in Aarhus Municipality. But towards 2025, we are increasing our focus in other areas that where the municipality is supposed to drive and deliver and develop new services for the citizens. This means that we will have an increased focus on public health, childcare and school, culture and democracy and so forth. Right now in the City Lab, we are aiming at being for companies, businesses, but also researchers to be a single point of entry if you have digital solutions, new services you want to use a city as a testbed for. This means we're also a part of the European Digital Innovation Hub program under Digital Europe. So we see ourselves as a testbed, as a city testbed for new solutions. We're hopefully going to be a part of the testing and experimentation facility where new services within artificial intelligence primarily can be tested in a city. So if you want to do that, the aim of the municipality is that you go through ITK City Lab and Futures Lab to make the arrangements and set up the practical ways of going through tests. But one of the identified need where we need to man up is within citizen science. We've done a few projects, and we've got a Horizon project running right now where we're working with crowd sensing and crowdsourcing. But I think our aim with being a part of this network is to get to know and get more practical experience with citizen science in the municipality. This is not because this is also because we have to work in certain manners, and we need to learn more about our cities, but it's also because it's a framework, or you can almost call it a political strategy, which is called Aarhus Kompasset. It's a political program, a framework that was established in the City Council last year, and it's of course very vaguely described, but it says that all the city administration and authorities are supposed to work in a direction where the citizens get more involved in driving the services, developing the services, and challenging the way the services operate today. And this, of course, makes citizen science a way for us that works with smart city technologies, a way to get into that and to navigate with the Aarhus Compass. I trust on you and Marie and Mathilde and Johanne to add something if I miss anything. This is two examples of how we've been working with citizen science, and I'm almost sure that it's also the entire list of how we've been working with it. But this is 1.5 years ago that this ran off. This was a little project we did up at, or they did before I came along, up at Frederiksberg and Langenæs, which is, we believe, a relatively more polluted area of the urban environment than others. So we got our hands on some smart citizen kits, which is wearable particle sensors, and we had a string of workshops with the citizens, and they got to plan where they would put up the sensors, and they got the data platform to present the data to themselves, and it ended up in some discussions about what to do, not so much about air pollution, but how to mitigate and change the way you behave in the local areas to what could you say, to lower your own exposure to particle pollution. This also gave citizens new ways of thinking about and reacting to issues of air quality, but also it gave them the impression that the city administration could acknowledge them in a new way, and this is actually what we're chasing with some of the strategy in the Aarhus Compass. very similar to this minor project, we're now a part of a Horizon 2020 project called Diversity. It's a project that aims at doing culture-driven initiatives and interventions into the city that's supposed to not only mitigate air pollution, but change the way that people are exposed in urban areas to air pollution. It runs until 2025. I'm the Aarhus project manager of it, and there's a lot of different stuff that goes on in the project, but I think here today it could be important to say that we're working with two ways of what in the project is defined as citizen science. We're doing crowd sensing, so we are putting on sensors on different target groups. That could be elderly, that could be disabled citizens in wheelchairs, it's infants in do you call them strollers? To know a bit more about how the movement of citizens is in and throughout the city, to learn how they hack the urban environment to avoid areas of high pollution. It's to know more about the actual air quality for different target groups, and it's a way to discover how we can make citizens aware of air pollution in their neighborhood. We're also aiming at, and that's why I think your project is also very interesting, we're also aiming at creating a kind of a business model of how we can engage citizens in local neighborhoods in a long-term relationship with us to keep and maintain the different new green nature-based solutions that we're building in this project. And we're aiming at doing that with blockchain technology. So, of course, very interested in hearing about how you're working with motivating people to take part in it. But as I said, well, this is actually us as being based on a blockchain technology. The idea is that we can provide citizens with cultural services, different cultural services, if they provide the city administration with data or maybe taking actual part in maintaining different areas of the city. But I think I said that at the start. A project like this kind of illustrates how we could go in many different directions with citizen science, and how you today have demonstrated several projects that could be interesting to learn from. For example, if we're doing a digital twin of the city, how can we get how can we visualize a city that is relatable for citizens? Today we have 3D models of the city, but they all, they have blank surfaces, because people in the technical department doesn't need to relate themselves to the environment. But if you want citizens to it, they need to, recognize what kind of city it is. Maybe with better visualizations of it, that could be a way to get them better engaged in that work. So it could take many directions, as I see from my point of view. That was just to tell us a bit more about ITK City Lab and Future Lab, which is our unit. So a brief pitch from our side. Thank you.
Thank you.
Should I leave it on? Yeah.
Okay.